Brian Windhorst. What does this deal mean for the Wolves going forward?
Yeah, so the Wolves were looking to bolster their backcourt, and they just cleared a spot out. And in talking to some executives, they believe that they know who they're going to target tonight. They cleared Ricky Rubio off of their salary cap, knowing that they're going to be able to make a deal with a point guard very quickly here. The market is very good for point guards. There's more openings than there's more players than there are openings, and so look for them to target Jeff Teague, departing from the Indiana Pacers with a rich deal with the size of this salary cap space they have that would still allow them to look for other players. If they can't complete a Jeff Teague deal, Kyle Lowry is out there. But when they made this deal today, right at the buzzer of Utah running out of salary cap space that they would have had to give up at midnight, they did it knowing they had a replacement already in the fold.
Ramona, I've read a lot where Gordon Hayward's returning to Utah is in part dependent on the point guard position. George Hill, a free agent, now they're replacing him with Ricky Rubio. Does this acquisition help Utah's chances of keeping Gordon Hayward?
Well, I think they're still in the same spot with him. What they are is in a different spot with their other situation. This gives them negotiating from a place of strength right now. I think Gordon Hayward right now, they feel good in the bond that he has with that community, in the bond that he has with Quinn Snyder, but they also obviously are very worried about the bond that he has with Brad Stevens out in Boston. And so, and whatever happens when you get in a room with Pat Riley and the Miami Heat, that's happened before, as you remember, in the NBA. And so I think, with Utah, though, this now means that they can negotiate from a place of strength, right? They have a point guard, right? If they lose another point guard, if they lose George Hill, then they do have Ricky Rubio, and they don't get caught with nothing.
All right, Goodman, let's go to Boston here for a second, because as for Hayward, Mark Stein, he says that the Celtics have ramped up, quote unquote, their pursuit of Gordon Hayward. How is that so, Jeff? How have they ramped it up?
Well, this is their guy. This is who everybody knows they want. Brad Stevens obviously coached him in college. Danny Ainge wants to target him. I'm told that this trade, Rubio for George Hill, really won't change things that much for Gordon Hayward, that he actually liked playing with George Hill. So it's going to be interesting to see. Most people I've talked to feel it's going to come down to Utah or Boston, that if he's going to leave for less money, it's going to be to play for Brad Stevens in Boston for a team that he thinks has a legitimate shot to contend for an NBA title, whether it's a year from now, 2 years from now. And obviously the Celtics have a lot of assets that they can then flip for another player, maybe Paul George.